Hello everyone, welcome to a new Let's Play of Surviving Mars from Paradox and Haemimont Games. They have kindly allowed me to have early access to the game, to show it off to you guys, get you a bit of hype going for it. It is due out on March 15th, I'm gonna play through and see how far we can get. The point of the game is, of course, to set up a colony on Mars and to survive. We're probably not going to survive, but we'll see how far we can get, right? I am going into this pretty much as blind as you guys will be. I've played around a little bit, and I've watched some of the Paradox streams and stuff like that, of course. But in terms of actually knowing the good strategies and stuff like that, I don't know those. So mistakes will be made. I can guarantee that. So there's an easy start button, and it basically gives you, like all the basic easy defaults just to get into the game. But we're not going to do that. We're going to go with a new game. This game has really nice music. I very much enjoy what I've heard so far. And you can see up here a difficulty bonus. That tells you basically how hard your game is actually going to be. Right now, all of these are the settings that you get for that easy start, but I don't think we're going to do that. Let's go ahead and check out the mission sponsors. You can see that the different ones, they give you different difficulty percentages. So you got 20% there. USA jumps up to 60%. If you go all the way down to Paradox Interactive, 220%. We're not gonna do that. So the various settings you got, starting rockets, difficulty, funding, which is I think 30,000 million, basically 30 billion. So that's interesting. I kind of wonder why they didn't just go with a simoleon type thing and use credits or something like that. Something that's not so tied to a real world denomination, but 6 of one, half dozen of the other, really. Research per sol, 300. Seems pretty good. Starting applicants, 200. Large rocket payload, 70,000 kilograms. Colonists never get Earthsick. Food supply from passenger rockets increased by 10. Rockets synthesized fuel and recommended for first-time players. Well, we're not going to do that. USA has 3 starting rockets, difficulty easy. Big drop down to $8 billion. But we still get the 300 research, and we have 100 starting applicants. Same large rocket payload, and periodic additional funding. I kind of like the idea of periodic additional funding. We'll see how it goes. Blue Sun Corporation has a bit more money available to them, fewer rockets. Doesn't look like they have the large payload, and they get 100 research per sol. But you can buy applicants with funding. Additional rockets are significantly cheaper. Probes can discover rare metal deposits. And bonus tech, deep metal extraction, can extract deep metals and deep rare metal deposits. So I guess if you wanted to go... So you can make money by selling rare metals back to Earth, further into the game. It's not really going to be a starting game thing, but Blue Sun would be a way to quickly get into that business. China has passenger rockets carry 10 additional colonists. Applicants are generated twice as fast. India, all building costs reduced by 20%. Low-G engineering unlocks medium dome. Europe has 5 extra starting technologies. Gain funding every time a tech is researched. Gain double if it's a breakthrough tech. Space-wide, drone hubs start with additional drones. 50% cheaper advanced resources. Church of the New Ark, all colonists have the religious trait. Birth rate is doubled. Hydroponic farm performance reduced by 50. It's a drawback. Russia has bonus tech fueled extractors. Extractor upgrade that boosts production but consumes fuel. Fueled extractors upgrade is free. Fuel refinery prefab costs 50% less. Rockets have extended travel time. Drawback. And Paradox Interactive. Discover more breakthrough anomalies. Researching a breakthrough tech grants applicants. Rockets require more fuel to launch. But we're not going to do that. We're going to go with, I think we'll go with the USA. Alright, so that's our mission sponsor. We've got a commander profile. So we've got Inventor. Drones are gradually optimized to work and construct faster until Sol 100. Bonus tech, autonomous hubs. Drone hubs no longer require power or maintenance. Oligarch, fuel production increased by 25%. Bonus tech, arcology, unlocks a residential spire. Hydro engineer, start with water deposit revealed. Domes consume 25% less water. Water reclamation, bonus tech. Doctor, minimum comfort required for birth lowered by 15. Bonus tech, stem reconstruction, colonist lifespan is increased. Psychologist, colonists recover 5 additional sanity while resting in their homes. Now, doesn't that sound fun? Our colonists can go insane. Oh, goody. Bonus tech, behavioral shaping, unlocks a sanatorium spire. Politician, all funding gains are increased by 20%. Bonus tech, Martian patents, repeatable tech that grants funding. Futurist, breakthrough techs are researched 30% faster. Bonus tech, autonomous sensors. Sensor towers no longer require power or maintenance. Ecologist, service comfort of decorations increased by 10. Hanging gardens, unlocks a spire which improves residences in the dome. Astrogeologist, start with a rare metal deposit revealed. Extractor production increased by 10%. Bonus tech, deep scanning, allows the scanning of sectors for deep deposits. Rocket scientists, start with an extra rocket. Bonus tech, CO2 jet propulsion, unlocks shuttle hub and long-range transportation. And you can set random. I kind of like the idea of futurist. That could be fun. I don't really know how these are going to play, so this is kind of going to be choosing just because it sounds interesting, so we'll go with that. Colony logo. Doesn't really have effect on the game, it's just the logo. So we got Mars Express, Voyager, Final Countdown, Serenity, Mr. Handy, Curiosity, One Small Step, Mars U, Family Values, Paradox, Brussels Sprouts, Biorobot, and Don't Panic. Let's go with Curiosity. I like the idea of a rover being the thing. So we got that. And Mystery. Let's actually see what that says. Select an active storyline for this playthrough. So we've got Power of 3, Inner Light, Beyond Earth. Those are easy. Artificial Intelligence, Spheres, The Dredgers, Normal, Mars Gate, The Last War, and Wildfire. Those are hard. They're mysteries, so we do not know what they will actually entail. There is a little quote that may have something to do with it. But I'm kind of tempted to just set random. Since I don't know what any of these will lead to. Some of them sound interesting. But I think we're going to go with random. Alright. So we've got a difficulty bonus of 70% right now. And that's fine. Let's go ahead and hit next. Okay, so this is our payload on our very first rocket. And you can see the rocket there, currently in orbit around Earth. We got 4 prefab buildings. We've got an RC rover, remote-controlled vehicle that transports, commands, and repairs drones, which weighs 10,000 kilograms and has a cost of $300 million. We've got an explorer drone, transport drone, no additional drones, but I believe one of these comes with drones. We're starting with no concrete, we're starting with no metals, and we're starting with no food. No food is fine because we're not putting any people on it. We are getting a whole bunch of polymers, a whole bunch of machine parts, 20, 25, 15 electronics, and 2 orbital probes. Reveals underground deposits in the scanned area. And we're starting with 4 prefab buildings. We've got a drone hub, controls drones and allocates them to different tasks. Fuel refinery, produces fuel from water. And 2 Stirling generators, generates power. While closed, the generator is protected from dust, but produces less power. There's a machine parts factory, electronics factory, polymer factory that we can get as prefabs, and a moisture evaporator. Produces water from the atmosphere. Production lowered when placed near other evaporators. No production during dust storms. So, again, don't really know what's going to be useful, so I'm gonna stick with these. So we'll go with those. And we can rename our rocket. And I've taken some names from Patreon supporters who were in Discord when I was getting ready to start. So this will be Rocket Eve. Okay. So let's go. Now we can select a colony site. And this is going to be the map that we're going to be using. It is the limit of what we can do. We can't colonize all of Mars. We can just colonize a section. And overall, a fairly small section. But we've got some presets, which will also have a difficulty bonus. You can get the mean temperature, topography, average altitude, etc., the resources that are available, and the threats. So that's Elysium Alpha, that's Elysium Beta. And then you can just choose anywhere that you want. Gale Crater. So it's pretty cool that you can actually choose, like, well-known locations. So I'm not sure that we're going to be doing this, but we could do Olympus Mons. Rough topography, mean temperature minus 16°C. High chances of dust devils, contaminate buildings in their area with Martian sand. Contaminated buildings require maintenance and may malfunction. Dust devils contaminate nearby buildings quickly, but disappear relatively fast. Dust storms. Dust storms contaminate all field buildings with dust and can last several sols. Colonies in areas with intense dust storms will require shorter maintenance cycles. Moxies and moisture evaporators are not operational during dust storms. But we have low chance of meteors. Meteors can destroy or damage structures, colonists, and vehicles in their impact area. Some meteors are composed of useful resources like metal or polymers. And cold waves. Cold waves last several sols, increasing the power consumption of vehicles, drones, and many field buildings. Water towers are frozen during cold waves. So I'm not sure what we are going to be choosing. We've got Pavonis Mons. Probably don't want something that has too high in terms of any of these, but I don't mind something that's like a 2 or something like that. Of course, we've got rough and steep topography if we're choosing some of these. But you can also just put in a custom coordinates. So if I choose a spot and you guys say, you know, you get the game and you're like, that was a pretty cool spot, I want to try playing there, then you can put that in as well. So a lot of these colony sites appear to have relatively low chances for a lot of things. But I'm not entirely sure where we want to go. Marineris Alpha, good water, decent metals, not a whole lot of concrete, but relatively few threats. Although difficulty bonus does pop up a lot higher than some of the others. So I'm kind of looking around. We've got cold waves as a threat there. A lot of concrete, but not a whole lot else. We've got relatively flat. A lot of water, not a whole lot of concrete. A lot of metals. High chance of meteors. Elysium Mons. What do we got? Oh, those threats. Difficulty bonus 255%. Yeah, maybe not choose that. Hecatus Tholus. Yeah, that's probably a little bit higher than I would like. I'd probably want something that's pretty high in water. Alright, we got 2 meteors, 2 dust devils here in Serenum Beta. Anywhere else? Probably don't want to deal with meteors as much. I think I'd be a little bit more willing to deal with some of the other things. That has pretty high chance of cold waves. Let's go with Serenum Beta. Alright, let's go ahead and start.
Welcome to Mars.
Everyone at Mission Control is impatient to see the rocket touching down and unloading its precious cargo, our remotely controlled eyes and hands on the Red Planet, the drones and rovers. Our goal is to secure a foothold for humanity by building the first Martian dome. This daunting endeavor will allow the brave pioneers, the founders, to settle on Mars and prove that the colony is sustainable. But until then, we have to make sure the colony has enough construction resources, water, oxygen, and power. Mission sponsor, USA, Commander Profile, Futurist. Alright, let's go ahead and close. Alright, so we start out with one of these scanned, I think. Let's designate a landing site for the rocket. Promising area has already been scanned for resources. Select the rocket from the highlighted icon at the bottom of your screen. Alright. Alright, so it looks like that's where we've got started out. We've got 2 orbital probes that we can start by scanning right away. Probes will instantly scan a sector of the map, revealing resource deposits and anomalies in the area. Deploy a probe with mouse button or X. This game is coming out on console at the same time, Xbox and PS4. I don't know what the controls will be for that, so I can't really help in terms of that, but I've heard it's pretty easy. So we got 60% buildable area. It's kind of a shame that we didn't get, you know, some of these down here with more buildable area surveyed, but we've got some reasonable buildable areas up there. Let's start with this one that's 97%.
Anomaly found.
Alright, we've got an anomaly in there, and let's go with this one. Okay, we've got some more metal. Now I believe that we can set up, we can queue up Earth to slowly scan some of these. And we'll start by just, you know, scanning around and stuff like that. And there will be ways to get those scanned a little bit faster. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look around. Alright, so we've got, this is concrete. That's concrete. These little things that are showing up as yellow blocking objects, that's some surface metal that our drones will extract. That, I believe, is subsurface metal. And we've got quite a bit of concrete, but we don't have any water around, which is a shame. We cannot land our rocket on uneven terrain. Alright, so let's go ahead and put down right here in the middle of all of this. Well, actually, it says unexplored sector. Let's do it here so we can get access to all of those metals on the surface right there. Alright. There's a shadow of our rocket coming on down. Go ahead and pause it while I choose some active research. Alright, so, research will unlock various benefits for the colony. Researching any technology will make a new technology in its field available for research. Changing your active research will preserve the progress of the previously researched technology. And we don't need those right now. Take a look at those later, I suppose. Alright, so we've got, these are the things that we've got available. Autonomous sensors is already researched, so that's good. Low-G turbines, wind turbine upgrade, polymer blades. Power production increased by 33%. We've got live from Mars, social. More applicants will start to appear on Earth. Research cost 1,000. Then we've got robotics. The RC transport harvests resources faster, and its maximum storage is increased by 15. Low-G high-rise engineering. Residential building that houses many colonists. And hydroscopic evaporators. Moisture evaporator upgrade. Hygroscopic. I don't know. Water production increased by 50%. I think that the better thing to start right now is transport optimization. And then the evaporator upgrade, low-G turbines, live from Mars, and low-G high-rise. All right, we can shift things around. I'm not entirely sure how to do that, but we'll figure it out eventually. All right, you can outsource in exchange for 200 million funding. Outsourced research will contribute 1,000 research in the next 5 sols. Okay, that's fine. All right, let's go ahead and let our little rovers come on out. There we go. Okay, so we've got our rovers here. RC rover number 1, remote-controlled vehicle that transports, commands, and repairs drones. RC transport number 1, remote-controlled vehicle that transports resources. Use it to establish permanent supply routes or to gather resources from surface deposits. And RC explorer number 1, remote-controlled exploration vehicle that can analyze anomalies. Alright, well, let's go ahead and rename this one. This will be Ashley. And we did have an anomaly over here, so let's go ahead and check that out. The RC Explorer can analyze anomalies found on the surface of Mars. Orders are given with buttons in the info panel or using the right mouse button. All right. So you are off to do that. And we've got some buildings that we can do. We've got the build menu. Drone hub controls drones and allocates them to different tasks. 1 prefab available. Recharge station. Requires 1 metal, power consumption of 0.2 power. Sensor tower. Boosts scanning speed, especially for nearby sectors. Extends the advance warning for disasters. But we need some electronics for that. We've got tunnel. The tunnel entrance and exit can connect power and life support grids at different locations and different elevations. Rovers can travel along the tunnels to reach places they otherwise couldn't. And salvage. Marks buildings, cables, and pipes to be demolished. Half of the construction resource cost of any salvaged building will be refunded. And then we've got solar panels. 1 metal to build. We've got large solar panels, which costs 4 metal to build, but it produces 5 power. Wind turbine produces 5 power. It requires machine parts and concrete. Stirling generator. It has maintenance of polymers, so I might not want to actually do that just yet. Power accumulator stores power. Amount of power supplied is limited by the battery's max output. Also has polymer maintenance. And power cables connect power producers and consumers by establishing power grids. Power switch can be manually activated to cut off the power supply. Concrete extractor, rare metals extractor, polymers factory, and other things like that. We've got a fuel refinery, but we do need water for that. We've got life support, which I don't think we're going to be doing a whole lot with. I think we want to put out some universal depots first. Get a couple of these so that our little drones will be doing some stuff and they'll be putting things out. And but first of all, what we really need is going to be some power. So let's go ahead and put this here, and we'll get another one. And I can rotate it so they connect up, and then I'll be getting some I want to get the concrete fabricators out pretty soon as well. Alright, so we got our little drones here. Drones are automated workers that gather resources, construct structures, and perform maintenance. They are controlled by a drone hub, rocket, or RC rover, and will automatically perform tasks in the service area of their controller. So they're going out and taking some stuff, going to pick up polymers, carrying, going to Universal Depot. So they're going to go just take them out of the rocket and put them out so that we can use them. Let's see, I can rename this one, and you are going to be Eagle Claw. And you are going to be Rose-chan. Alright, looks like I can actually name all the little drones too, which is pretty surprising, actually. I can get them to reassign, move, interact, perform maintenance, destroy that drone. Not going to do that, of course. Okay, Ashley is over here analyzing. Not sure. Okay, there is a status bar here. There's also a battery, 92%. And the transport isn't... Can the transport do anything over here? Yes, it can load resources. So we'll go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and bump up the speed a bit. Okay, and you can see that it's loading up metal ingots here. So that's kind of neat. Aw, look at that. Isn't that cute? So we got the sun going down already. 21% scanned so far.
Anomaly analyzed. Milestone achieved.
Okay. Scanned an anomaly. Oh, that's just, that's not that. Okay, so these are just milestones, okay.
There's more to the barren environs of the Red Planet than meets the eye. A veritable treasure trove of undiscovered knowledge and wonder. So long as you know where to look.
Even the tiniest simple looking rock can contain the answers to mysteries which perplexed the human mind for generations. Sometimes it takes just a simple discovery to assure us of the vastness of the universe, an encouragement to make us look beyond the boundaries of our existence and into the future. Effect. The following text have been revealed on the research screen. Adapted probes, fuel compression. Let's go ahead and open that. Alright, so adapted probes. Probes are cheaper and can deep scan. That's actually really good. Rocket cargo space increased by 10,000 kilograms. That's also good, because we do still have some other rockets, and we may want to get those brought up. Let's actually cancel that. I don't think I care that much about more applicants at the moment. But let's go with the adapted probes. And the rocket cargo space. Let's go with those. Let's actually swap some of these out. Yeah, I'm actually going to keep this on there because the wind turbines are pretty good, so I'll want that. Let's actually do it in this order. How's that? Okay. Alright, so that is... how do I get in there? There we go. Okay, I can just scroll in to zoom in. Alright, well, we are going to go ahead and call this an episode here. When we come back next time, we'll go ahead and start gathering more of these resources and see what we can do about getting some good infrastructure going. See you next time, everyone.